I'm out,
I
man.
couldn't hear you. I can't hear you.
Tell, tell
Oh, okay.
Stacks is his stream, bro. I'm out. What color you wearing, bro? My bad, I ain't see. I can't see that shit. I'm gonna just go blue. I'm gonna go away. Fuck it.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right there, boy.
Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Yeah, here we go. Kill. 47. 26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
So that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Man in motion, out of the slot. They'll motion Lamb right. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
First down, here's Dak. Makes the catch. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They have it first and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason.
Yeah! There we go. There it is. 26.
Blue. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal.
Yeah! Here we go.
Prescott to sneak it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early. But tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor. But you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
On the set.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up.
70, Timber, go.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Come on, come on.
First down, and they go right back to it. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Option play they give to Benson. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throw here, third down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. If Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First and 10. Here's Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Like 26.
Blue does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Dak now from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, first and 10.
Let's go now.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A dose of the hurry up here.
19 Tiger.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Throwing now on first down. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Benson. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
Dragon 60.
They'll throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah! Here we go! At 47! Hey, kill! We're going to 54. Why is?
Dak out of the pistol. Going the out route complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd down, they need 7.
47. Yeah, here we go. I take wide in. We're going to 54. Wide in.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. That's Ferguson, he brings it in. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10, Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times can't get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
Here we go, 46. Yeah! 26.
Dak throwing again. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Yeah, here we go. I take wide in. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in.
Prescott now on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Now that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
A 61-yard attempt.
And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
A give right side. Here's Bigsby. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go now. Liking 18.
Back to throw. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Bronco 80.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's Bigsby. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Running from the pistol with Benson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 6.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Catch made. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Benson is in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from State Farm Stadium after this. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Yeah, here we go. I took mine. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, going to 52. Here we go, going to 54. Why in? Here we go, going to 54. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. Cut out left. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Yeah, at 47. Why in? 26.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll throw it. Here's a screen to Benson. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Brought down by Deron Bland.
70, give the wolf.
It's 3rd and 7.
Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let go.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Go right side, and McBride has it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll cobble together a yard there. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting a completion. It was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Benson. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. Trey Benson, the touchdown. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals tie things up at 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. On screen here to Blue. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Final throw before the break. Picking this one down. It's Blue. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who, as our second half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinals. Set. Hurts. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He throws a bullet to the center. That's complete inside the 35. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Ready.
They go play action on 1st down. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
And off to Benson from the gun. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
After such a magnificent run, quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Waters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
Roll.
He tries to sneak it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cardinals take the lead right away in half number 2.
Kate, I think two things were in play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise.
And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. To see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. He wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Pass is caught by Blue. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Offense is set. First and 10. On the give, it's Blue. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Dak now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it, right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he ate up a ton of yards.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. Third down.
Kill! 27!
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
From the red zone on first. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And the Cardinals will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play.
And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
And the Cardinals telling their offense to stay out there. We got a 2-point attempt coming here.
Will line up for the
Hawk
2-point
70,
conversion.
Hawk 70.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you could run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. First and 10. First down, here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense in the hurry up here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throw here, 3rd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Fields this at the 19. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Benson off the zone read. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Working quickly here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Knocked down by Savon Rebel.
To Marvin Harrison Jr. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Tag! 65, 70 Lions! Let's go!
They'll air it out on 3rd. Catch made by Austin. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
That'll be the first and more. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now Dak to throw. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Cowboys football, and their season's going to be over if they don't erase this deficit. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Yeah, here we go.
Back to the air, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide in. Yeah! Here we go, 40, wide in. 26.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He finds Pickens left side. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Kill. We're going to 53. 26. 26.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Ready up.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Count. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Just reeled in by Benson. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
We give on 2nd to Benson. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
7. Ready.
Benson once more. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
At the 34-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Get it.
Give up the gut to Benson. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. I think they might have taken that 1st down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
On the ready.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Ready. Go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And that brings up 4th and short. The Cardinals out for the punt.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
2 Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wide in. Over 154, wide in. 26.
Throwing from the gun here. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals get the football with a very short field ahead. Just a little outside the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Tag. Yep.
Benson now from the gun. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals have likely locked up the win right there. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21.
Cowboys 14.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Yeah. Here we're going to 52. Here we're going to 54. Going to 50.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Cowboys.
1st and 10, Prescott. And has another one. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Taking a deep shot here. Oh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Thompson makes the play.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. So you know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll begin this drive with Benson. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
His only play is a safety.
You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that first down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
First down, Dallas.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down. One play in, blocking his drive is already in enemy territory. First and 10. Here's Prescott. He's getting close, and they take him down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on 2nd. Dak now from the gun. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cowboys trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Fits it through the middle. And they are sent off the field. He had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10. Benson on the counter. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 1960 Vikings.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness is still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Ready, ready.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, 3rd and goal.
Set, ready. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
I've been dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us.